First of all, we've got a match against Shrewsbury this afternoon. What are your thoughts ahead of that one?
There's 5 teams all in the doo-doo, and only 2 of them are going to go down. So every game's interesting, because if Crawley lose, the others seem to lose. So it's right up to the last minute.
And from what you've seen so far, what players have impressed you the most?
I couldn't tell you that, really.
No.
I just watch each game and see if they play well or not. I couldn't tell you who the players are.
And could you give us a score prediction ahead of this one?
Yes, I'm usually wrong. 1-1.
And finally, would you rather play in flip-flops or a sombrero hat and moustache?
Would I rather play football?
Yeah, if you're out on the field for Crawley Town, what would you rather wear?
Well, sombrero and moustache got to be better. Flip-flops, you can't kick it with.
Yeah, is that why?
Well, that's the reason.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Here this afternoon for a match against Shrewsbury this afternoon. Can I get your thoughts ahead of that one?
Well, it's a bit of a must-win one, really, isn't it? We don't want to lose or draw. So, especially with the Barrow result in the week, we need 3 points and a good goal difference.
Yeah. Since Colin's come in, has there been any players that have really stood out to you that have impressed you the most?
Not really. I think the fact that he's gone 4-4-2 makes a big difference. That's the thing to me, because Lindsay used to play 3 at the back and it clearly didn't work. So he's gone back to basics, which I think at this level is a good thing, yeah.
And can I get your score predictions ahead of...
2-0 today, we're going to win.
Lovely. And finally, a little bit of a fun one. Would you rather play in a sombrero hat and moustache or flip-flops?
Play what?
Play football.
A hat.
A hat.
Yeah.
And why?
Because flip-flops will come off.
What if you had a header?
Well, I don't do headers.
No.
I've got dementia anyway.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Penultimate home match here this afternoon against Shrewsbury Town. Can I get your thoughts ahead of this one?
I mean, a little bit nervous, obviously, but I saw Barrow losing right now as we're speaking. So I do. I mean, I think if we win, we'll probably be okay. But obviously, you have to see how things pan out.
And since Colin's come in, is there any players that have stood out to you that have really impressed you so far?
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm kind of going a little bit off topic here, but it does seem like as if he's gone a little bit back to basics somewhat. I think that with the previous manager, it was like he was too set in his own ways a little bit with the system, and I think that wasn't really helping us. I mean, obviously the last 2 games haven't really gone to plan, but that was. But I think they were both against teams that are in good form. But in a way, with the players, I think like Louis Watson seems to have done all right since he returned, since he's come back into the fold, and then it should be we'll have to see how it goes.
And can I get your score predictions?
2-0 to home win.
Lovely. And finally, a bit of a fun one. Would you rather play football in a sombrero hat and moustache or flip-flops?
Flip-flops.
And reason why?
Well, if you're like on the beach in Brazil or somewhere like that, then obviously how it works. But yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Our penultimate home match here against Shrewsbury Town this afternoon. Can I get your thoughts ahead of this one?
So I'm hoping for a win. I think we have the capabilities of getting a win, but with our recent results, it's going to be a tiny bit harder, but I hope that we can push through, and I think we can push through.
And since Colin's joined the club, is there any players that have really stood out to you, that have really impressed so far?
I think Louis Watson's been doing quite decent. I like what he's doing.
And what are your score predictions ahead of today's match?
I'm going to say 2-1 Crawley.
And finally, a little bit of a fun one. Would you rather play football in sliders or a sombrero hat and moustache? And why?
I'll say a sombrero because I can't play football in sliders. I always trip about.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Cheers. Right. Our penultimate home match here this afternoon against Shrewsbury Town. Can I get your thoughts ahead of this one?
I hope we win.
Hope we win. And what do you think your score predictions are going to be?
Can I bet on it? 1-0.
1-0. How much do you want to
So can I scan?
bet? So you said the last time you came here was about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
How much has it changed since then?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this was back in town. It was where the cinema was. I came here with some mates, and it was just nothing here. But yeah, it's better. Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get inside.
And hopefully a win on your return. Come on.
Are we cheering? Well, I went to the shop and bought the whole family tops because
Oh,
they're
lovely.
coming.
Yeah. And finally, Got a little fun one. Would you rather play football in a sombrero hat and moustache or flip-flops? And why?
Sombrero, because I don't want to hurt my feet when I kick the ball.
All right, thank you very much.
Cheers.